All right, last lesson for the week, lesson 105, evaluating powers of negative bases. So we talked about this a little bit last week, that when variables are being squared, there are certain rules that we have to follow. If a number is inside the parentheses, it means that the square applies to the negative symbol and the number. If it's not in parentheses, it doesn't. So they give us two examples. We have x squared and negative x squared, and then they tell us that it's x is equal to negative 2. So in algebraic terms, that means that we put the negative 2 in parentheses, okay? Because the term, coefficient or the term is actually negative 2. So we put that in parentheses, and then that means that the negative symbol applies to both. Or another way that you can think of it is negative 2 times negative 2, right? And a negative times a negative is a what? Positive. So the answer for this would be 4. All right? Now, let's look at the next one. We have negative 2 squared. So we're going to do the same thing. We have negative and then negative 2 times negative 2. And a negative times a negative is a positive, and 2 times 2 is 4. So we have negative 4, which is just negative 4. Okay? So if for some reason you have a negative variable and it's being squared, don't forget that that literally means that if the value is a negative over here, that it's a negative times a negative, and then you have to still remember that negative on the outside of your parentheses because it changes the value. So let's do a couple more examples. So they give us negative 3 squared and negative 3 squared, okay? So remember, we did this last week. This means negative 3 times negative 3, which means 9. This means negative 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is what? 9. And we bring our negative symbol down. Okay, so that was another little reviewer. I'm going to change colors of my pens so that we make sure you can see it in the video. Next we have a squared. This is a. And b is negative a squared if a equals negative 4. Okay, so we're going to put it in parentheses, negative 4 squared, and then negative 4 squared. This means negative 4 times negative 4, which is 16. Negative times negative is positive. 4 times 4 is 16. This means negative 4 times negative 4. Negative times a negative is positive. 4 times 4 is 16. So it looks like that, which just means negative 16. Hopefully you're starting to see the difference here, because they're going to make it a little bit more difficult on us. And by a little bit more difficult, I mean this is a pretty hard problem. So let's work through it, get it figured out. We have a squared minus ab squared minus b squared if a equals negative 2 and b equals negative 3. Now this is tough, okay? So let's just take it step by step. First thing we're going to do is substitute. So a is negative 2, so I'm going to say negative 2 squared minus, between my terms, a is negative 2, so I have to put a negative 2 in there. And then I have b squared, which means I have b times b, which means negative 3 times negative 3. Minus, and then I have another b squared. So I have negative 3 times negative 3. So let's review. A squared, I'm going to actually expand that out. Sorry, you guys. Negative 2 times negative 2. Okay, so a equals negative 2, so I have negative 2 times negative 2. Brought my sign down, minus. A is negative 2. B squared means b times b. So we have negative 3 times negative 3. Bring our minus sign down. Another b squared means negative 3 times negative 3. Now we're going to start solving using PEMDAS. We don't have anything in parentheses that can be simplified. So we're going to move on to our multiplication. And we have negative 2 times negative 2 first. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. So 4 minus. All right, here we go. All we have to do, there's a couple ways. We just move left to right with this, or we can use the odd number of negative symbols skill that we learned. But I'm going to do it this way. We have 2 times 3 is what? 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, so we have an 18. And a negative times a negative is a positive. A positive times a negative is a negative. So we have negative 18 being subtracted. Now I'm going to bring down my negative symbol. Negative 3 times negative 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And negative times a negative is a positive. So this is just going to be a 9. You ready? There's one more thing we need to do to simplify. Bring our 4 down. A negative negative is a positive. And minus 9. So now we can just move left to right because we only have addition and subtraction left. So 4 plus 18 is 22. Minus 9 is 13. We got it right. Okay, so let's review just a minute here. We have a negative times a negative, a times a, positive 4. Bring our sign down. A is negative 2. B squared is b times b. Value for b is negative 3. So we have negative 3 times negative 3. Bring our negative sign or a minus sign down. Again, b squared is b times b. So negative 3 times negative 3. Negative 2 times negative 2. Negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 2 is 4. Bring our symbol down. Move from left to right. 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 3, 18. Negative times a negative is a positive. Positive times a negative is a negative. Or we have an odd number of negative symbols, which means it's going to be negative. Bring our minus sign down. Negative times a negative is a positive. 3 times 3 is 9. 9. 4, negative is a positive. 18 minus 9. Solve from left to right. 4 plus 18 is 22. Minus 9 is 13. All right. Now, again, don't hesitate to reach out if you need help. Please remember to send your quizzes to me through Edmodo, private message if possible, a picture or a PDF. If you need a free PDF generator, there's an app called Doc Scanner, and there's a lot of other options out there. You can just search in your app store for free PDF and then see what comes up. I know I'm a little low energy this week. I went to bed really sick last night, so I don't think I have anything to be worried about. I think I'm just an old lady and I get sick sometimes. And then I also wanted to point this out to you guys. Have you guys been noticing this? Did I talk to you about it yet? I had a bald spot a few months ago, and now it's growing back. And so I have this weird hair that always pops up like this. So it's really fun. But at least the hair grew back. Praise God. I hope you had a great Easter, and I look forward to seeing you in our live Zoom session for questions and answers on Monday. And please remember to have your exams with you, your midterms with you in case you have questions so we can review those. Love you guys. See you soon.